What's going on, everybody? Today we are back with another episode of the We Fought Back series. Today we will be talking about the Bayano Wars of 1548. The Bayano Wars were armed conflicts in the Isthmus of Panama that occurred between the Bayano of Panama and the Spanish crown. The first war of the Bayano took place from 1548 to 1558, while the second war took place from 1579 and 1582. Slavery, practiced since the early 16th century in Panama, brought many enslaved people from Africa to Spanish America. This brought successive slave uprisings against the rulers of the time, which was the origin for the Bayano Wars. Upon the prompt of introduction of African slaves by the Spanish into the New World, a swift emergence of open revolts ensued among those captives. Illustrative of this resistance were the Cimarrones, exemplifying a trend that proliferated across the Caribbean and Central America during the 16th century. Enslaved Africans transported to Spanish colonies sought refuge in the wilderness, forming cohesive communities that occasionally abstained from interactions with their erstwhile captors. However, more frequently, these fugitives armed themselves and engaged in guerrilla campaigns against their former masters. In Panama, entire populations of slaves sought liberation from captivity by establishing autonomous colonies in the jungles. Notably, their struggles against the Spanish garnered support from local indigenous tribes and even found alignment with Spain's European adversaries, such as the English privateer Francis Drake. King Bayano emerged as a prominent figure among the Cimarrones. In 1552, leading a force of up to 1,200 fugitives, Bayano established a palenque, or a slave sanctuary, instigating a protracted war against the Spaniards spanning 5 years. Historical accounts attest to the democratic nature of the palenque, named Rono Conchalalan. Remarkably, it accommodated a mosque for the Muslim slaves within the community. Some members of the group were purportedly Christians, having undergone conversion by their masters. Subsequently, the Spanish forces overwhelmed Rochochalan, recapturing numerous slaves including Bayano himself. Transferred to South America, Bayano endured captivity until his demise. In contemporary Panama, King Bayano is overtly regarded as a hero, with a river named in his honor, perpetuating his legacy. And that is going to conclude this week's episode of the We Fought Back series. Be sure, if you haven't done so already, to check out the We Fought Back series playlist, where you can get caught up on all the previous episodes or just recap them. And also be sure to stay tuned for next week when we go into episode 4 of the We Fought Back series. Be safe and be one.